Hello everyone, this is Jang Ho from We Lift Weights, and today I'll be doing a commentary on 109 kilo class weightlifter from South Korea, Jin Yunseong. As you guys know, he is the 2019 silver medalist in the total. He competed in the 102 kilo class back then. He was also the gold medalist in the snatch portion. At the Asian Championships this year, he competed in the 109 kilo category because he will be competing as a 109 in the Tokyo Olympics, which is happening in a month, I believe. But he just recently moved up, so he wasn't a complete 109 kilo class lifter. He only weighed about 105, 106 kilo at the competition. He is definitely one of the strongest weightlifters from South Korea. I believe he's been the national champion multiple times. At the 2019 national championships in Korea, he only weighed 102.1 kilograms, but he beat everyone. He snatched 183 kilograms and clean and jerk 218. So his best total, competition total, is from that competition. It's not an international official competition, but he totaled 401 kilograms. At the Asian Championships this year, he snatched 180 and clean and jerk 220. And he totaled 400, which is just 1 kilo below his best ever competition total. So he did very well at Asian Championships. Here we have 100 kilograms snatch. And as you can see, Jin Yunseong is a type of lifter that really oh, we got this Uzbeki girl checking him out. Sorry. He really focuses on that extension during the second pull. He really emphasizes catching the bar high, pulling it super high, extending aggressively. He's definitely the best snatcher from South Korea. I don't think anyone in his weight category has ever snatched 183 kilos at a competition. And here he's making a big jump from 100 kilos to 130 kilos. As you'll see right here, he is really focusing on aggressively extending during the second pull. He catches that bar so high. During this period, he was actually injured. He was having a lot of pain in his right knee. So I didn't film it, but every single set he was massaging his right knee, trying to alleviate that pain a little bit. Here we have 130 kilos again. And once again, he catches that bar so high. Does one power snatch and one low snatch. It's 150. It's starting to get a little bit heavy even for Jin Yunseong. You can tell it's heavy from his face. He still managed to pull that bar really high. Here he is with 150 again. And this time, it's like a power or nah kind of height. And this is 160, and I think this is the heaviest power snatch he did in this session. Yep. Some may say that is not high enough to be counted as a power snatch, but to me that looks pretty high. And from here on, he only does full snatches. Even when he does full snatches, you can tell he is thinking about pulling that bar really high, just like he did in the power snatch. The only difference is that he caught it low instead of catching it high. And here we have a comparison of 160 power snatch and 170 full snatch. So watch, like up to his hips, it's basically the same lift. But in 170, he catches that bar low. Yep. A lot of beginners tend to have completely different forms when they do power snatches and full snatches. But ideally, like Jin Yunseong, you don't want there to be too much of a difference when you pull during a power snatch and a snatch. And this is 175. It's getting pretty heavy for him. Keep in mind his best snatch ever is 183. He's done 190 off the blocks, and he's done 180 twice off the blocks. And this is the second attempt at 175, and he makes it. So during this slow motion, you'll be able to tell why he missed the first one and made the second one. So as you can see from right here, he starts throwing his shoulders back a little too early in the first set. He was more patient in the second set, so that allowed him to pull the bar slightly higher and get under it and make the lift. It's amazing how he was able to correct that right away in the second set. Here we have Jin Yunseong warming up for the clean and jerk. He's using the female bar. I'm sure he would have used, the men's bar if there was one lying around near him, but the only one available near his platform was a female bar, so he just used that to check his movement. And he jumped straight from 15 kilo women's bar to 100 kilos, which is a pretty big jump. Even for a guy at Jin Yunseong's level, that's a big jump. And here we have 140. Even when he does clean and jerk warm-ups for the clean and jerks, he focuses on pulling that bar as high as he can. Oh, and he dropped that because the bars were starting to slide off. Yeah, so for some weird reason, the bars at the training hall were super slippery. A lot of athletes were annoyed. They had to use collars. And he's already jumping up to 175 from 140. He's just so aggressive during that second pull. And it's starting to get a little bit heavy for him. The jerk seems really easy. He's a very good jerker. He's also done 170 push press, I believe. As you see, he's a lifter that struggles a lot during the recovery portion of the clean. And that is understandable because his front squat is only 245, which is not a big front squat for a guy who clean and jerks 220. His best back squat is 270, which is also not a big back squat for, an athlete that can clean and jerk 220. Usually you'll see 109 kilo class weightlifters front squatting about 260 and back squatting closer to 300 kilos. Here we have comparison of the first set and second set for 185 kilo clean and jerk. As you can see, it's basically an identical lift, except in the second set, he catches it low. It's really rare to see a 109 kilo class lifter maintain the hook grip while cleaning. He's very flexible. Here we have the jerk. His dip is straight. The drive is straight. And his back foot lands first, and his front foot lands right after that. Strong lockout. He is a really good jerker. I bet he can jerk a lot more off the rack than off the floor. So you just saw Jin Yunseong stretching his lower back. He was actually suffering a lot of lower back pain too, and I didn't film this either, but he was stretching his lower back, twisting his back, pretty much in between every single set. he told me that he feels a lot of lower back pain all the time, not just from lifting, but just doing regular life stuff. And here he's doing snatch pulls. And usually when a 109 kilo class lifter goes heavy right before a competition, you'll see them working up to closer to 90% for both snatch and clean and jerks. But I believe on this day Jin Yunseong only worked up to 85%, which is not that heavy. And I asked him why. He told me that because his front squat and back squat is so weak compared to his classic lifts, he just can't recover from a heavy clean and jerk session. So he goes heavy for the snatches, but he prefers not going heavy for the clean and jerks right before a competition. And here he is doing a front squat, and you can tell his legs are not that strong. He really reminds me of Miyamoto from Japan. Miyamoto, his best front squat is basically his best clean and jerk. It's 195 front squat. She got scared because the rack moved a little bit. And here's 195 again. And it's 215. This was the heaviest weight he touched on this day. It looks pretty heavy. And I didn't include the footage here, but he actually tried to go for 215 kilos again after that, but he actually missed it, couldn't stand up from it. And he told me his lower back was he was feeling way too much pain in his lower back. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and please make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, and thank you for supporting me on Patreon.